What's up, time travelers? Today we are dealing with a frozen evaporator coil. Probably you can see it went all the way from up in the attic and then came down here into this pump. You can see that it's frozen. This, like, there's a gauge and stuff. Ooh, it's nice and frosty. It's going through here, and you can see like there's some water here, and this thing goes all the way up into the attic. So we're gonna go up to the attic and see what's up. I am not looking forward to this. How's your Saturday? I need to have 4,000 watch hours on YouTube, and I'm like, you know what? We're gonna post this whole thing. Everything okay? It kind of smells a little bit like a burning kind of chemical smell in the house. I was checking the air filter. One of the things that can happen when your air conditioner freezes over is, you know, if you have dirty air filters, but we change ours literally every month on the 1st. Also, I have Yolink sensors, and these guys monitor, you know, anywhere water can go. They're water detectors, basically. I have one in the drip pan, and it just went off like 10 minutes ago. If I don't have this up here, hot air from the attic makes it down into the living room and everywhere. How's everything going? All right, it's not crazy up here. I have a big light over there. We'll turn that on. That'll be fun. Look, it's my arcade monitor collection. Oh my God. Oh boy. I'm still cool. All right, hold on. We'll walk over there and figure out how to turn it on. Let's pause and turn the light on. Okay. Lights on. Oh, look at this. This, yeesh. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Plugging in the light. I want to have like an electric switch here so that we can just use Alexa to turn this on. Ah, there we go. Okay. So this is my, the compressor part. That's the heater part. I gotta pick this up. This is gross. This stuff, I need a mask, like, if I'm gonna touch this stuff. It's nasty. More monitors. What? These are my 14-inch monitors. These go into cocktails. They're spares. Okay, but let's focus on this. Stop looking at cool stuff. So here's the sensor that checks for water. And there's barely, just a teeny amount of water. It just happened to be right where there was some water. So you just dry it off. And I usually put it over here, but recently, a few weeks ago, there was also some dripping. Okay, Yolink water leak sensor, we got you. We're gonna put you someplace else. And we're gonna probably have to go to the other side to see the frozen pipe. You can kind of tell that black pipe back there. You know what? Nothing up here is beautiful, so be prepared for kind of ugliness. All right, so there's the guy. It's supposed to be insulated so it doesn't freeze over. And you can see it going in. So I think we're gonna have to open up the evaporator coil door so you can look inside and take a peek and see what's going on. Okay, so hopefully this doesn't, well, it's definitely frozen. It's definitely gonna drip. Sucks, man. It's gonna go all the way outside too. I wonder if it'll stay inside of this insulation and then go all the way to the back of the house. It's kind of it's nasty up here. All right, here's my diagram. Here's this. So to get this door off, I wonder which one it is. It's probably this one or this one. I'm probably gonna need to pause and take a look. It seems like if it's this one, I'm gonna end up having to break this seal to get it off. What's it say? California, blah, 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 proposition, da, 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 da. All right, there's a lot of stuff going on here, but I think we need to open this up and take a look at our evaporator coil. All right, here we go. We're gonna do it. I heard this came on. The blower is trying to move. The blower must be even frozen. I gotta turn off the blower. Do you hear that buzzing? So the fan can't even circulate air. It gave up. It probably, the motor got too hot. So I have to turn off everything. I can't just turn off the air conditioner portion. I got to turn off the blower. That's, I was hoping that air from the house would blow through here and help, melt the ice that's in there. But the fan can't even move, so we're gonna have to take 2 panels off to see what the freak is up. Gosh darn it. Blah. Okay, sorry for being out of breath. This is the way it goes. I was at the gym this morning with my trainer. So I brought my voltmeter and a few little electrical things are in here. Mostly arcade monitor related, but definitely useful. And then we need tools, so we're gonna use a nut driver and open up the side. The most usual one that I use, this nut driver is like almost every nut. So, I don't know what the measurement is, but let's see if this is it. Show me a nut. Yep, that was it. All right, we're gonna stand on this and then we're gonna open this door. We're gonna see what happens. All right, let's undo the screws and I'll be right back. Okay, screws are moved. The most fun screw was the one that was over here that was covered up in this kind of sealant plastic. Okay, you're gonna see this for the first time that I do. Come on, buddy. It's kind of stuck because, when it was installed, they sealed it up against this box. So I might need to do a little, is there another screw somewhere? I don't see one. Screws. Nope. It's just, there we go. Whoop. Okay, I think we got something going on. Trying to wedge this out. So like I said, there's like 3 reasons why your evaporator coil might freeze up. I'm guessing refrigerant problems. My AC guy, he was like really proud last time he was here. He's like, oh, I only needed to do this and change the pressure and blah, blah. And I'm like, you don't sound, this doesn't sound great. This sounds like you're overcoming some kind of personal goal that I don't want to be a part of. Okay, come on. Release. It's still stuck. I wonder if there's a screw behind it over here. I did not mean to pause. So there was one more screw hidden way back here. I was like, what is wrong? It was way underneath this protective barrier, this sealant. Okay. Now I think it came off. Yeah. Let's take a look. I'm setting this down over here. Oh, you can't really see what's going on. This is like the side view. Dang it. That means I have to take this panel off. This one looks like it'll be easier, but I definitely, wanted to see what was going on. And you could, it's melting. And luckily we're above a drip pan. But we need to see what's going on in here because that motor wasn't even turning. So, all right. Oh my God. Welcome. It's almost 2025. Good times. All right. So next step, we'll take this off and then we'll come back and through the magic of editing. Almost got this other side off. I have one bolt. That's kind of a pain. And it's by the 240 volt AC lines. So I will be very careful and I will remove this without holding the camera in one hand. Almost there. We got it. Scared, a little scared. Here we go. Setting it aside. Okay. I'm trying to put this down somewhere. You just go over there and you stay there. So this fan was having trouble spinning. Could it be that the fan's motor is what the problem is? And that's what caused this guy to freeze up. Is it frozen? Yeah, oh yeah, that's ice. Oh, I see there's a capacitor here. We should probably check out this capacitor. Make sure it's okay. Because if the fan can't spin up, then that could be like, you know, your primary cause. Capacitors failing is pretty common. This is an oil capacitor. It's pretty ice cold, but we're gonna look this up and see if we can find one somewhere today. And just for the hell of it, so we have it, probably buy 2 of them. Everything else seems normal. There's not anything weird. But the fact that it would not spin up, that's sus, very sus. Okay, well, so we're gonna let this defrost for a little bit. Hopefully it's not gonna defrost so fast that it's gonna go down. Like, we actually had this drip pan overflow. This was before I bought sensors, and bring down the ceiling in the closet. That's why you can still see the ceiling here. It doesn't have insulation on this side, but drip pan's not gonna overflow. We're good. We just need to deal with this line being frozen and having ice inside of it. It's kind of sucky. All right, okay. Looking up this capacitor and letting this defrost. That's our plan. We'll be right back-ish. Okay, I pulled the capacitor out, and it's a 20 microfarad, 370 volt AC. So we'll look this up. My hand's shaking from all the turning. This was, it's about 5 years old. No PCBs, combustible fluids inside. All right, we're gonna look this up and find one of these guys. This is my bet that this is it, because if the fan wasn't moving, then, and this was on, then that means, you know, of course it was gonna freeze up because no air was being pulled over it. That'd be cool. I mean, not that it's cool that this happened, but fixing a capacitor is pretty cool stuff. Okay, we've got the capacitor here downstairs, and you can see it is a 20 microfarad. That's what the UF means. That's the you know, the range that it needs to be in. And we're going to use this capacitor tester. It's the Honey Tech A6013L. What a fancy name. I bet you that there was never a 600 3L. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to set this guy to the 20 microfarad range. And that's going to let us see as many decimal places as possible, since it can show 4. We're going to plug in. We already, like I said, oh, I don't know if I said it, but we discharged this, put a screwdriver across it. There was no voltage on it, so we're totally good. This is a bipolar capacitor, so we can put these on either side. Actually, I don't know if that matters, but we're going to do this on either side here. And so 1916. Hey, that was when I was born. My dog is trying to help me. Hi, thanks for your assistance. Okay, now where were we? Come on, good girl. That's actually pretty much in range. That's just a little bit off. So that could mean this capacitor is good. I'm going to test a few other capacitors just to make sure this is good. But this could mean our motor is burned up, which would blow. Then we're going to have to buy a new motor. The good thing about that is that motors are dumb. You just take one motor out, put another motor in, and then that's it. It doesn't really know what it's doing. It's just blowing a fan. It's not intimately involved with the other things. So we're going to test one more capacitor. I'll do that off camera, and then we're going to go look up the motor upstairs. I am going to get another one of these just in case, because I would hate to buy a motor and then it just turned out that this guy just being off by 0.3 was the problem. I mean, maybe this is like too small for what it needs to be, and maybe that could be why. I mean, it's definitely not 20.0 or better as far as the microfarads. All right, we're going to do that, and then moving on. Here we go. Okay, so based on my research, I found a capacitor that is exact to the one that we tested. Even though it tested okay, I'm still going to get one just to see. And then in addition to this capacitor, I also pulled the trigger and bought this replacement motor. It's an exact match. It even has the exact same sticker that was on the one that we had. It says that it's supposed to show up in on the January, the 31st. And today is the 28th, so I hope it comes in time. What was really kind of funny is that this said 0.5 horsepower, and it's supposed to be 3/4 horsepower. You can even see on the sticker. And I called, and they did not answer. But then I got a text that said, "Hey, we weren't open, but if you want to like talk to us, you can text us." And then so we had a little exchange, and then they confirmed that yes, it is a 3/4 horsepower, and this is probably just a typo. So that's cool, man. Yeah. I guess this next part's going to be when I receive the capacitor. It's supposed to show up at 4 to 8 a.m. in the morning tomorrow. So I will see you in a moment. It's the next morning. We got some stuff in the mail. And I think the most interesting one is that we have a new capacitor. Yeah, a new capacitor, guys. Let's see if we get, there we go. Let's flip this camera's lens. 20 microfarads, 440 volts AC. This is plenty good. Is it discharged? Yeah, it's pretty much. Let's plug this in and see what happens. All right, I'm not looking forward to this because, like I said, the other capacitor tested okay. Decide to put your foot here, and then like a spider, put your other foot here, and then you can get up. All right, we did it. And climbing over this, there's not a lot of support in this, so when I put my fat ass over this, I'm like, I hope this one thing holds it. Good God, because I don't need to be crushing the integrity of the box. Of course, I can't get my legs over here. Got too much shit. Okay, calm down, bro. Okay, we made it. Everything looks like we left it. It's the next morning, by the way. Out of breath again, immediately. Everything looks defrosted. Of course it is. Nothing's been on. Looks really good. Okay, so power's off. Here's our 2 capacitor wires. So we're just gonna plug this in, and then I'll pull the remote out. This was the holder for the capacitor. Oh, that'll hold it. That'll be nice. Okay, let's. I'm gonna get all my wiring and shit in place, and then we'll figure it out. Here we go. All right, so capacitor's wired. Fix it so you can see what the heck it is. All right, we're gonna turn on the power, but the air conditioner control, the Nest controller isn't gonna do anything yet, so I don't think this is gonna make any difference. Let's just do this to make sure everything's cool. So now I can hear a buzz, which means power's coming through it. And the whole thing is open, so it's probably gonna be blowing air towards me when it comes on, if it comes on. Because again, I'm not sure if that motor is bad or not. I did order another motor, but I haven't like undone this wiring harness to test what's going on inside of the motor. We're just assuming maybe this guy was what was bad, even though it tested it kind of okay. Okay, so I'm gonna switch over to the Nest app, and I will come right back to the camera and we will see what happens. Because I don't think I can do both at once. So it came on, and it's just humming, which means it's not able to spin up. You can kind of see it trying to start to spin up in here. I bet if I try to push it, no, it can't. So it's gonna fail. It's not able to spin. This motor's bad. Dude, Well, that blows. And it's gonna give up because it can tell it's not moving. I don't really want to put my finger in here because if it started to work, then that would kind of be bad. Man, it won't even turn. All right, we're gonna turn this off. I busted out my Fluke and I have set it to AC voltage, the V with a little twist on the top. I just want to make sure that there's the right amount of voltage coming in. Like if one of them is popped outside, then it's not going to be the full. So we're going to carefully do this one-handed. We got that. And it says 247 volts. Okay, so that's good on this side. And then on this side, also 247 volts. Okay, so we definitely have the right amount of power coming up into here. I did try to spin this by my hand now that the power's off, and it will spin, but the motor just can't turn it. So it's not a physical problem. It's, you know, the core in there is got, I guess it's worn out. But we have a motor on the way, so that's super awesome. Hopefully I wasn't muffled the whole time I was filming just now. All right, get your hands off the thing, dude. Okay, I've climbed over one last time. I've decided I'm only going to climb over this piece because all of the exchange stuff is under here. It's solid. Over there is like got nothing under it. So anyway, that's how we'll walk over. Probably should clean this up. I should probably mask up. I need to replace all of the insulation that's in here. Look, this is completely gone. And you know, I can use my infrared camera to see that during the summer, these are pretty hot, especially the ones that don't have any insulation. This is like crappy 1978 insulation. It's horrible. It's not asbestos, but it's nasty. Oh well, okay. So until we meet again, we will, you know, put in the motor. We'll slide the old fan out and put the new one in. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, we didn't do it, but we did it. We figured stuff out. Yeah.